Now your WZDX Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Emily Owen.
Plenty of sunshine was experienced today across the Tennessee Valley, and our temperatures even saw the effects of the sunshine. Let's go ahead and jump out to the graphics to show you guys what our high temperatures today topped out at 60 degrees in Huntsville, 60 in Florence, 60 in Russellville, 61 degrees in Coleman, 61 in Fayetteville, and 59 degrees in Fort Payne. But didn't last too long. Temperatures right now we're sitting at 46 in Huntsville, 53 in Florence, 51 degrees in Coleman, and 41 right now in Scottsboro. For tonight, I'm expecting most of us to dip down into the lower 40s. Clouds will begin to increase ahead of the cold front that's headed in our direction, as well as our rain chances. So you can expect rain anytime after midnight tonight. Here's what our regional radar is actually looking like right now, and there's the cold front I've been talking about way off to the west, just about to enter into Mississippi, going to bring some scattered rain with it ahead of the cold front and behind the cold front. So let's go ahead and time it out. Here's right around midnight. We're starting to see some scattered rain move into the Tennessee Valley, but it looks like the bulk of the rain is going to be coming right around 5 a.m. tomorrow for the majority of us, but it's not going to be lasting long. Rain should be out of our area by the time we get into the lunchtime, and it looks like things will start to clear out and we'll be left with dry conditions for the rest of your day on Monday and into Tuesday and your Wednesday as well. Here's what our rain accumulation is looking like for tomorrow's event. It does look like most of us staying right around 1/4 of an inch. Some could see less and some could see more, but tomorrow's not going to be a flooding event whatsoever. So rain chances for the next 7 days, I've got an 80% for tomorrow morning, a 20% for Thursday, and then it looks like rain chances will start to increase heading into the weekend. Now, 7-day forecast looks like this. For tomorrow, expect morning rainfall, 54 for the high temperature. Notice this, temperatures warming up to the mid-60s by the time we get to Wednesday. We'll see plenty of sunshine. Another front will be headed in our direction on Thursday and Friday. That's why our clouds are going to start to increase, as well as our rain chances. And it looks like rain chances will continue to increase heading into the weekend. And our temperatures will increase as well. We'll be at 59 on Saturday and 62 degrees on Sunday.